Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, coming to you live from the Beats Lab at Studio 537. It's time for another installment of the Duder Podcast. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can see we've got quite a crew tonight. For our listeners, let me give you a rundown. Leading off, we've got the Iron Man, Elvis. Hey, Elvis, have you ever batted leadoff your entire life?
I think in softball I did a couple times.
You must have had a loaded team.
Well, Ricky Henderson, I just yanked one and
Oh, of course.
ran to first and ran right back to the dugout.
Nice. Batting second, we have his little sister in BDET in training. Thera's back for another week.
Hi.
That's it. Hi. You sound like you just hosed Elvis and I down with some bologna water with that. Hi.
Sorry.
Batting third, our newest BDET in training. We call him the doctor, and why? Because he's got a PhD in offense. Doug Rakes is with us.
Wow, that was pretty creative. Who came up with that?
I wrote it.
Oh, okay. Good.
It took them all afternoon to get that.
No, on the ride home, I figured it out pretty quickly. Well, we were going to have Dougie Fresh batting cleanup tonight, but he's a late scratch. Lastly, we were another late scratch is the birthday boy. 41 years ago today, Mama Joan pushed his fat head out of her special regions. Honestly, I think she deserves a hell of a lot more credit than he does. So I think we should really be celebrating Mama Joan today, but whatever. Happy birthday, Curtis. Enjoy your movie with Willow tonight. We got a little bit to talk about, don't we? No Thanksgiving talk this week.
Nothing.
No Thanksgiving talk. We're going to talk a little bit about Thera's lack of ability of picking games. We're going to talk some Irish, and we're going to talk some playoff scenarios tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So the Irish go to Chapel Hill and did not quite exactly what I said they were going to do and throw up 50, but it was a pretty good game. Elvis, what'd you think?
I think I predicted it pretty dang close.
You did. I believe you said that it was going to be close in the first half, and then we poured on in the second.
I said we kind of struggled a little bit first half and go into halftime, make some adjustments, and come out and dominate them. And we pretty much did. I think we held them to 58 yards in the second half. Pretty dang good for our defense.
That was certainly pretty solid. Thera, did you watch the game?
Oh yeah.
And what did you think?
I thought Elvis predicted it pretty well. But that's kind of what Notre Dame always does. They always kind of dick around in the first half and then dominate the second half. So it's never that scary. And it was a pretty good game though. It was like score, and then finally Notre Dame kind of took over the game. It was exciting, I thought.
Now, Doug, you're a Buckeye fan, right?
I am.
Thought so. No football for you over the weekend. Did you watch any of the Notre Dame game Friday?
I did. Katie and I went up to Frickers and caught the second half of it, watched the first half here, and I can say I was a little disappointed, not in the fact that Notre Dame won, because I really hope they keep winning and Ohio State plays them in the playoffs. But I had North Carolina +5, so I thought they would at least be able to keep it close, but was wrong. Notre Dame, I mean, really in the second half just pretty much dominated the game.
Do you eat free at Frickers since you're coach of the year?
No, only if I'm on the radio show there, which, by the way, you guys owe me a few meals, don't you?
Yes.
I'm on this a couple times. Isn't that how that works? Or you guys don't? Yeah. It's like a low rent, low budget running here.
I got peanut butter and celery. Come on over anytime, buddy.
We are the poor man's Frickers radio show. Hey, speaking of radio, we do have a special guest that's going to join us for our Christmas episode coming up on December 23rd. Between LK and I, we both locked in Andy Briggle to come join us.
He'll be fun.
So I think that'll be a good one to kind of just talk to him and pick his brain, because he's a wealth of knowledge, and fun to talk to.
Very excited. Very excited. That
I'm
might be my.
here. You'll have to ask him about Industrial League basketball. Just ask him about that.
Why did you school?
Now,
No, we were on the same team, but
Oh,
I'll let him.
now how old is he, Doug?
That's a good question. I don't know how old Andy is. I would guess.
Script thought about 89.
Oh, I thought you were guessing his age at 89.
No.
Okay.
Graduated about 89.
Yeah, so I would guess him right around 50, 10 years after
Okay.
me. I'm 40.
Yeah, Montpelier
Heck yeah.
class of '89, University of Toledo, class of '93.
Rockets, baby.
Rocket. So he's got an all-time spot here.
Yep.
So like I said, boy, wasn't Ian Book just fun to watch?
He made some plays.
The flick throw is great.
Yes, that's one. When he made that play, I was texting back and forth with our AD and our basketball coach. Our basketball coach, Bodie Kaufman, is a Notre Dame fan as well.
He's a good man.
He said something about that play and said it wasn't really sound, but it got it done. If you look at that, when he flicked it, that guy wasn't open. Like, he cut in for the guy to make the catch. It was a heck of a play.
Between that,
Thank God it didn't get intercepted.
The touchdown pass to Kyron Williams, where he ran backwards, did what I call the Andy Guilford twirl, and went the other way, and dumped it off there for. He did kind of. I heard David Pollock say it last night, and I thought it during the game that he looked reminiscent of Johnny Manziel. And to be honest, if you watch him, he pulls shit out like that.
Tell you what, those guys are fun to have on your team. Playmakers.
Yeah, because a play is never really down until he is down, and it seems like he makes a lot of plays with his feet, brains, feet, and he doesn't ever just heave the ball anywhere like he has in the past years. He actually has a plan. It seems like every time he's doing something, he knows what he's going to do with the ball.
So you're saying he's Johnny Manziel with a brain?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just say it, Vis. Just say it.
He's Johnny Manziel with a brain.
Thank you. So the Buckeye game the Buckeyes got they got canceled, correct?
Yep.
So what I'm finding interesting here is either A, are they going to play enough games to make it to the Big Ten championship, which we just can't answer that question. Is the Big Ten going to revise their rules to make it so they can play in it? What do you think about that?
I just read, probably an hour ago, that Barry Alvarez was actually pushing hard for the Big Ten to limit the restriction on the amount of games played in order to get the best team in there. And actually, he was advocating hard for Ohio State, which is surprising. But apparently Barry Alvarez is, and trying to push hard to get the Big Ten to scale that back a little bit.
How many times in 1 year can they change? They just kind of just make up rules as they go, don't they? Why even establish rules if you're just going to change them as you go?
Well, the only thing that I would say is that with this year, haven't we seen that all over the place with this COVID stuff? I mean, it right when you think you have something figured out as far as a schedule or a plan, something happens, an outbreak or something crazy, and it just changes everything. I think flexibility is a key word. And that's what, way back when I was on the show the first time, what was it, back in July, I believe, or August, I don't remember. But we were talking about this, and we were talking about the Big Ten's decision to kind of not play, I believe, at that point, or I don't remember exactly what it was, but then they came up with that schedule that was pretty flexible as far as a 10-game schedule and had some bye weeks in there. for outbreaks and different purposes like that. And then they totally blew it by thinking they were going to be the lead dog and canceling the season, and then finding out. I think they were banking on other conferences following suit. The SEC and ACC didn't do that, and then they were kind of left with egg on their face, and then they have to try to scramble to put this together. And this is just, it's a cluster. I mean, no margin for error in here, no margin for extra games or trying to make up anything. It's just, they look really bad. In my opinion, the Big Ten looks really bad in this whole thing.
Yeah. Now, do you think the Indiana, since they lost Penix, do you think that's why Alvarez is kind of pushing for the Buckeyes?
It could.
But are they in opposite? Are they in opposite leagues though?
No.
Are they in the same one?
Yeah.
You talking Indiana and Ohio State?
Yeah.
They're in the same division.
And well, I was just wondering, do you think it's because they lost Penix, and then I don't know who their backup would be, and then who would be the third team or the third best team in that division there? Hopefully not is it Northwestern maybe? Or are they in the opposite league?
Northwestern's in the West.
Okay.
Is Wisconsin in the West too?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, you have Michigan State, Michigan, Penn State, Rutgers, Maryland, Ohio State. So probably be Michigan State.
That'd be a bad host
Yes.
for the Big Ten.
Yeah.
So I see why Barry might be trying to say, hey, just let the Buckeyes in no matter what.
Right. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to play this Saturday. It sounds like, from everything I'm reading, Ohio State's good to go. They started practicing again yesterday, and this was the second day in a row they've had 0 positive tests, and they've kind of quarantined those who were affected. And I think they're all set to go against Michigan State, although I see that Michigan now canceled their game with Maryland this week. I don't know if you guys saw that one yet.
Yeah.
So, that game now, the Ohio State-Michigan game, is in doubt.
What do you think about what Herb Street said last night?
I think he was completely honest. I think we've all been thinking that for a while now, that this might happen. And, he obviously apologized and recanted his statement. And then Michigan's AD came out, I think this afternoon, and blasted him saying that, they would never consider such a thing. And
bullshit. They would.
Yeah.
No, why didn't Herb Street just stand behind what he said? Think ESPN made him say something?
I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. He probably got some heat from them.
Because for him to say something like that, that's pretty controversial. He's not a very controversial guy. I mean, look at his career, and you can tell that he's not. For him to say something like that, that's like, what? I was like, what the hell did he just say?
Right. And didn't he say he was hearing that from coaches?
I think that's what he said.
I don't remember.
I love it.
Yeah, I did too.
Let him be a rebel. Who cares? I mean, he never ever says anything, unless it's against Notre Dame. But other than that, he never is controversial about anything. So let him say what he wants to say.
Although he did say that that Notre Dame should be the number 1 team in the country.
Yeah,
Who they've beaten.
they're pretty rad.
And it's all, obviously it's subjective. So if the playoffs started today, it would be Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame. That's a pretty damn good Final Four, I think.
Yeah, you definitely get viewers for that.
Straight up based on simply on the on-field product.
That'd be chapter 3 for Notre Dame.
Well, I'm saying
Clemson.
Oh yeah. Well, you got to think that if Notre Dame beats Clemson in the ACC championship, Clemson's they just got to be out.
There are so many scenarios. You would think in my opinion, the only scenario in which both Clemson and Notre Dame made it is if Clemson wins in a close one. Then it'd be tough to keep Notre Dame out. splitting.
They'll figure out a way.
Well, I
Maybe
mean, you look around, you have what, one loss, A&M and Florida in there, but don't they got to play each other? Or no, they don't play each other. They already played, didn't they?
Yeah, I think
Florida
A&M beat
had
Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have teams like Cincinnati creeping around there. I wouldn't think that they have a chance of getting in, though, personally. None of them.
Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, BYU.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
BYOB.
and Carolina just scheduled each other. They're going to play.
I seen that. I seen that they're going to do that because Liberty's got a big COVID outbreak, don't they?
Yeah, Liberty's fun to watch. Man,
Are they?
I put a bet on the over on that game. I believe it was on Saturday. And so I was just kind of watching some of the highlights. Their quarterback is dynamic, fast, can throw it. He's pretty good.
I love that you're a betting man, Douglas. I
Not
love it.
heavy. I just got into betting $5 or $10 for a parlay or 2 or 3 team parlay, just a little bit to make some games interesting.
I completely screwed Curtis on Friday morning. He called me to find out, I think the over-under on Notre Dame UNC was 54. And I told him, I was like, dude, take the over because I think we're going to score 54. So unless we shut him out. So Kurt, when you no, he is not going to listen to this, so it doesn't matter. I don't apologize. You shouldn't have asked me. Sorry, Russell Westbrook just got traded to Washington for John
The
Wall.
Bulls.
All that.
No, straight up to Washington for John Wall. Oh, and
No
a first
kidding.
round pick.
Oh, and a first-round pick.
I thought Weeze said that freaking he had inside information that Russell Westbrook was going to be a Knick, and so was Gordon Hayward.
Everybody's
week.
going to be a Nick.
Yeah, it's
That-
not funny. Knicks fans and the national media think everyone still wants to go to New York. No one ever wants to go there. No one. When's their last big free agent signing?
Joakim Noah.
And that was big. Probably the biggest, but no one ever wants to go there. I don't blame
You know why? Because it's the Mecca armpit is what it is.
Yeah.
Spike Lee don't even like going there. You're right, Teak.
Are you alive? You can
Cat-
chime in at any time.
Cat got your tongue.
I'm just listening. I'm not going to interrupt. I'm not a dick.
There is a lot of testosterone in here, but we wouldn't mind a little estrogen here.
I don't have anything to say yet. I'll say something when I have
See,
something.
you are the barrier breaker, okay? You broke the gender barrier
And
the Duder podcast.
I did. I was tired of it. I said, you need some girls.
Fart or something cool.
And then Callie.
You just smoke a fatty or something because you're like slow.
No, I just haven't been feeling good. And I work a lot, so I was tired.
Oh, you work a lot, huh? Okay.
Oh my God, Teak. Did you just, what, from your bed? Hello. Need some financial aid?
It's because it's not in a factory. Doesn't mean I'm not working hard.
I'll tell you what, life's been a little bit easier for me since I got my one listing I have. Since we got that under contract, life's been a little bit easier for me. So,
You aren't out of the bushes yet, bitch.
no, we're not out of the bushes yet, but hopefully we're gonna get there and life will be 10 times easier. I want to move on to our Ask the Beadettes section. Okay, if you don't remember, a couple weeks ago, I posed a question, and then I think I did the Thanksgiving one last week, but I posed the question to the Beadettes, and I wanted to start this whole segment. Well, I did get an email from somebody that wants to know, and this was a part of Shep Dog's email that he sent last week, and because it was just Elvis, Thera, and I didn't want to incorporate it, but Shep says, I have a question for Beat and the Beadettes. I believe when the whole crew is there that it is kind of split evenly, Irish fans and Buckeye fans. Yeah, I mean, normally it is. His question is, if you took the Irish fans and put them on one side and the Buckeye fans and put them on the other side, who would come out on top in the Battle of the Duders? And he proposed 3 events. Okay. I don't think these events are fair. I think that if it was Elvis and Lindsay against, let's say, Elvis, Lindsay, Thera against Kurt, Doug, and Doug, I'll be the official. We'll call it that. First matchup, he proposes 2-on-2 basketball. I'm going to propose 3-on-3 basketball. Best 2 out of 3 to play to 15.
Make it, take it.
Sure.
Okay, we win.
Oof.
I don't lose from the free throw line. I don't lose anything. We'll play like Muddy and Dad used to play.
We could probably arrange that.
Oh yeah.
We could do
God.
Elvis's driveway
Okay.
before he moves.
Yeah. Can we have it at 8 foot so we can jam and act like we're really awesome?
Wait a minute. Which one of the three of you can jam on 8 foot?
Oh, it's a
Teak? Because she just has to stand there and go like this?
I'm taller than half of you, so.
Well, and
Hey,
luckily for the Irish fans, you got me to sub in, okay?
So
we need it.
Me, Billman, and who?
Curtis.
And Kurt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Boston's an honorary one, right? Well, then it'd be 4-on-4. Isn't he a Buckeyes?
He's in
football
the,
team?
but he's in the doghouse right now. We'll get to that later.
All right. Okay.
Now, we get you're a fourth member. But
I'll
they don't
sub
get-
in. They don't get a 4.
They don't get a sub.
No.
Oh hell, they're a lot younger than we are too. They're like half our age.
Well, not really.
Yeah, they are.
Well,
We can
because
go
we
ahead
got
and say that.
LK. Because you got LK.
Yeah, he's like 72.
I think he's 62, but that's okay.
Well, that's all right. I'm about
LK
50.
could probably, I bet LK could probably throw some sweet alley oops.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he could probably still dribble between his legs, behind his back, and stuff.
We'd
We'd be all right.
The next competition, yeah, I don't think this one's a whole lot of competition. Lowest combined score, 18 holes golf at Ponda River.
Oh God.
I'm not a golfer. Oh, I golf, but I'm not good.
Can we do putt-putt instead? Because golfing sucks.
Oh,
I'll sub in for you on this one, Teak.
Thanks.
We still don't win.
no, Kurt's too good.
Curtis is very, very, very good. However, when he plays in groups with me, he sucks.
Now, how about if they hit from the black tees and we hit from the red?
How about we hit from the ladies' tees?
Isn't ladies red?
I don't know. Are they?
They probably call
I
it
thought-
that now because they don't want to.
Yeah, they're red because they rag it.
So
Yes,
I
that's
think-
exactly why they picked red for that.
if they play from the tips and we play from the ladies' tees, we win.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because we're
I
iron.
can still drive. I can still drive it. You got irons.
We iron.
We can do the putting.
All right.
Can I drive the golf cart?
I still don't just his flop shots. He's good with that gap wedge and all that stuff.
But I will tell you, we've been playing golf together for a long time, and he sucks every time we play. Every time. We were on the same team, Natty Light Open, for his bachelor party 2015. We sucked. We were god awful.
That's because he was worried about, you know what?
Well, it was 2 months before his wedding, so it's not like it was that big of a deal. Ask Bob Miller. Curtis played like crap that day. I've never been on a team with him when he played good. Or I've never been in the same group either. All right, the final competition, which I think could very well be the interesting one. A wings eating contest.
Ah,
Do it.
I can't do it
You can't eat chicken wings?
if they're skinless.
What if we grill them?
Yeah,
Let's pretend
I
you
can't.
did them.
I can't eat the skin.
I'll eat the skin for you.
Okay, I'll eat 75 of them.
Scroat, we lost your audio.
Nobody's
Can't
got
hear
me?
you. Now you're better.
Yeah,
Doug, can you hear me?
Oh,
talk now. Talk now.
Elvis.
Welcome to Burger. We can't hear you. A Burger World.
How about now?
Yep.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay.
Nope.
Yep. Nope.
There you are.
Maybe I just need to talk
Yeah.
louder. Do I need to talk louder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Anyway, so the wings eating contest. They've got Curtis.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I see why
Can
it's.
you eat?
I see why you said it was one-sided.
This sounds like a 3-0 Buckeye win to me.
You eat a lot of wings, Doug?
No, I'm just trusting your guys's, I guess, idea of how many Curtis can eat. I can eat a little bit, but
I can eat a lot.
I got to think Billman can probably put down some wings. He works. Doesn't he?
I bet he can eat like 40 of them and then go run 6 miles, come back and eat like 25 more. That's just the kind of guy. I think his metabolism is about like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, he's 41. How can you have a 6-year-old's metabolism at 41?
You ever see him run around Antwerp, you'll realize it. He's
Really?
got him and his little tribe right behind him. They run all around Antwerp.
I used to catch him running around in Bryan, when he lived over there, but I don't go to Antwerp ever, so.
Pretty awesome.
Well, Shep says his money is on Team Buckdooters.
Of course he would.
All right. Well, that was our Ask the Beadettes segment for the week. If you've got a question you want to pose to the group, if there's a challenge you want to extend to the group, reach out to us on Twitter. You can email us at duderpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll do our best to maybe have some fun with these kind of things. It's time for our next segment, the one we've been waiting for this whole time, and that is Stump the Schwavis. We've asked our listeners to submit trivia questions to try to stump Elvis. Now, I asked that they not be so hard that he can't possibly get it. I don't think you'll get this one. Okay? Now, you could come out here and just knock my socks off, but the trivia question for Elvis for the week comes from your old buddy Andy Berg. So if you got a problem with this question, you might want to nut shot him when you see him again. The trivia question is, who was the first team in MLB history to hit back to back to back to back? That's 4 straight home runs. It's happened 10 times. Name the first team. You want some hints?
The last team to do it this past year was the White Sox.
You got that one because that was second. That was the second part.
The first part.
You want a year?
Was it like 61?
It was
64?
1961.
Because I did a 10-page report in 6th grade about Hank Aaron.
Liar. Okay.
And he said the highlight of his career was when I'm pretty sure that was the team that did it, the Milwaukee or was it Braves, Brewers?
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. And let me, I think I can name them.
I don't know the answer to this, so you can completely bullshit me here.
I think it was Hank Aaron was one. Oh,
Bob Uecker.
the other guy was Frank Thomas, because I always remember that because of the White Sox.
Yeah.
And then oh god, there's another really good not Harmon Killebrew. It was the Twins. I can't even think of them.
Well, all I gotta say is that I'm impressed because I sent the question to the rest of the group last week when I thought everybody was going to be on, and we all agreed that you weren't going to get it. So, Andy Berg, you do not get a shirt.
Sorry, Andrew.
That was pretty good, Elvis.
That was pretty impressive.
I'm a lot dumber than what you guys think.
All right, so let's take a little break here. We'll come back. We'll do picks. Actually, we'll do the mailbag first because we've got a little bit of a score to settle. And we'll come back. We'll do the mailbag. We'll do our picks. We'll wrap up. You're listening to the Duder Podcast.